Hey, what is happening, YouTubers? DH Army. Welcome to my live stream. I'm your host, Devin from DH02 Productions, and welcome back to my channel. You're probably wondering, what is this? So, I'm going to be doing a Pikachu Ranger, the live version. So, you guys can come in, have a few conversations, talk with the boy. So, for starters, if you're new to my channel, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you do so. So what I have here is the layout for the Pikachu Ranger. As you can see from his helmet right here, I had to make sure I get a proper position of him flying towards the next direction as he's jumping on top of a building or top of a barricade, getting ready to fight a Putty or even Goldar. And if you actually see his forearm, you notice that he doesn't have a weapon. I don't know if you guys can see the weapon, of course. So this is what it looks like. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna draw a different weapon. It's kind of like a dagger, but it's more of a dagger slash blaster. And this is me being creative when it comes to doing characters. So don't forget, this is based off of Pikachu Ranger. I did my first drawing of him a while back, so make sure you guys go check it out. But this is a different version, so I'm just drawing him as an action pose, jumping from a different area. And then once I'm done with this, I'm gonna draw Pikachu behind him, doing a second pose, letting everybody know that he's Pikachu. He's turned into a ranger afterwards. So he's based off of Mighty Morphin, and he's more of a clone of Training the Yellow Ranger when it comes to the Visor. And this is based off of Pikachu's face, his nose, and his mouth. And I don't know if Pikachu has teeth, so I'm not really sure what he has, but I'm just gonna go with it. I don't know if you guys can zoom in or not. Yes, I can. All right, so this is what it's going to look like. I mean, and what I have here is the micron pens right here. You have 3, you have 5, and then you have your 1. I think I'm gonna go with 1 because it's easy to balance out the pencil lines area. And what's cool about doing comic book art like this is you get to balance out the pencil work, even though you didn't really erase it, so you kind of know what your character stands and how you're able to get him to be a certain pose. Because I know in the past I've been rushing the pencil work instead of just like taking my time. Because with all of this chaos going on in this world, I sometimes find it hard to take my time doing stuff like this. And I love comic book art. I love what I do. I want to be a comic book artist, and which is one of the reasons why ZHC actually inspired me to want to become a better artist. And I still believe in that for a fact, even though I saw the interview with James, the box office artist. He did it a while back, and I was shocked to find out and learn that he stopped doing comic book art due to how bad the comic book industry of how it is nowadays, and nobody is even reading them, and that's kind of sad to see. But he had every right to wanting to go in a different route now that he has a a successful YouTube channel who now has 12 million subscribers. And I don't know how this dude does it, but he inspired me though, to say the least. So this right here is his ears. I don't know, the ears look a little bit off, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna correct it this time and make it more smaller so I can make room for the eyes. I mean, David Finch actually drew Power Rangers in the past, but it's all because of the Shadow Greg comic book series that's it's coming out. By the way, if you haven't read Shadow Greg, go check it out. It's that good. If you guys are new to my channel, feel free to stop by and chat with me. So whenever you do the eyes like this, make sure they're in the center of attention, like they're in the same angle, which I know it's a, you know, hard thing to do, but do the best you can and try your best as hard as you could. And by the way, this is his nose that goes to his face. Now the visor is really easy. Just follow the lines. Don't go way over the pencil line because that can cause your ink lines to become crooked and more confusing. I've messed that up in the past, and that was one of the biggest mistakes I've ever done. But as an artist, you got to correct yourself in order to be better at art. Now, the bottom part, make sure you stay inside of the lane. Don't go over the pencil line. So what that does is it allows you to leave room for your finished line work when it comes to the visor. I think basically when it comes to the Mighty Morphin helmets, I think Zach's helmets is more difficult because of the mammoth trunks of his helmet. I don't know if I said that right. Please forgive me. And now we are going to the mouthpiece of the helmet. Yeah, don't mind the sirens. There's been a bunch of craziness going on outside. Okay, now they're just going way overboard. All right. So again, this is what it looks like. Something else I forget to mention. Whenever you do stuff like this, go one stroke at a time, one line at a time. All right, so now that I'm finished with the helmet, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over the his back part and his anatomy when it comes to his shoulders and as well as his chest area. And I normally don't like drawing stuff like this because I sometimes don't know where to take my character and what certain poses to make him. So we'll just start off at the top, and as you can see, sorry if I stutter. Again, one line at a time, one stroke at a time. So you see what I did with this part? What I did was I create one line and then I create another line for the extra muscle group. And the thing is, I was gonna watch Tom Du Bois' My Life with Gaming documentary on YouTube, but I decided to just do it quietly so that I can teach you guys how to create an illusion when it comes to the line work, when it comes to inking. And I learned this technique from Ditch Comic Art 2 years ago, and as well as David Finch. And now I'm beginning to understand how he does his work. And kind of sad he doesn't do these stuffs anymore, but at least I'm giving you guys what you want. Add some extra muscle parts. All right, so here's here's the weird part. Whenever I did this outline when it comes to the shoulder part, I'm not sure if I overdid it though, but let's just say I kind of made a mistake. But the best advice I can give to you guys, if you're doing something like this, make sure that you take your time when it comes to doing the shoulder pads. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make it more shorter, so that I can make room for the extra muscle. So I'm gonna start with this point. Let me zoom in for you guys. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna zoom in from this point, start with the middle part, and then I'm gonna go all the way around. Same thing for the other side. I'm sad that I only got one person watching me, but at least I'm giving him what he wants. But oh well, it is what it is. Not everybody's gonna support you when it comes to your content on YouTube, even though this is a still small channel. But even though I got 1,000 subs now, but I gotta keep on growing. I gotta keep on being creative. I'm not giving up. So getting back on track. So once I'm able to create a round shape of a shoulder, I can now give room to the tricep. The bicep part is more long when it comes to muscle form, but I'm gonna show a different technique of how to correct it. Now, the bicep part is more tricky because it's super long than the tricep. The tricep is shorter. The bicep is more longer. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go from. Okay, I'm getting too many notifications. I hate every time I do live streams. This always happens to me a lot. So you see what I got here? I stuck to this area, and then I'm gonna go all the way around. Now, the tricep part, it's kind of easy, but sometimes it can be very tricky. It depends on how you're drawing the character. So I'm gonna go like so. You see the way I did it? I create a tricep more of a one angle. So the tricep is going down to the biceps. It's going down like this instead of being in the same direction, but in a different angle. So once I'm finished doing the outline, I'm gonna go straight into the shadowings and from dark to light. And I'm gonna show you guys how to add veins when it comes to your character because veins are really important to let your characters know that they're stronger and faster and wiser. I don't know if that's the right term or not, but if somebody can help me out in the comments, that'd be awesome. Now for his glove, or should I say his forearms, I'm gonna go to the left side of the way I do the lines. And whenever you do something like this, one line at a time, you don't want to go crazy. In all honesty, I sometimes don't like using ink because it takes way longer than pencil. I think art takes longer in general, but depends on how your performances are. And a lot of people said that, said this is a nice sketch, but I sometimes have to correct them that this is a real drawing. It's not a sketch. I mean, I guess they could say why it's a sketch because it's not really official, but it is what it is also. Same thing for the other side. Always make sure that your lines are straight. Even if it doesn't have to mess up, you can always correct them and make them look more different and recognizable. Now, for the bottom part, if I do something like this, I have to go up. Now, for this hand right here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with the middle part. That's his glove. And if you guys see Jew Ranger and Mighty Morphin, you will know that these top hand parts always been a part of the gloves throughout the history of the show and film when it comes to Super Sentai. All right, so now we're finished with the arm. We're gonna go back into the shoulder area and the chest area. And now this is where it gets interesting. When it comes to the chest part, it's one of my favorite parts when it comes to drawing characters like this. And by the way, Pikachu is male. I sometimes find it hard to believe, but it also has the female character as well. But I'm just drawing him as a ranger, because he's male. And this is where I go in with the chest part. I guess you can say whenever I did something like this is more like a 40-degree angle when it comes to his chest area. And yeah, now I'm going to keep going with the other part of the chest. Because remember, he is jumping from somewhere, getting ready to loop in the battle. Now, again, same thing with the first part. Um, Remember when I showed y'all what to do when it comes to the shoulder part of the arm? This one right here is a bit tricky, but if you manage to make it more smaller, so that way your character is able to create room for the biceps and the triceps. This is what I mean when I show you. It goes like with something like this. Now, this other side, this was instead of going this side, the other side, I'm gonna go this way, cause that way it'll be more easy to create a different form. So same thing with the bicep. So whenever your character feels like it's flexing on its muscle, make the bicep go like this, so that way it's popping. Oh my god, dude. Also, it's really important to make sure that your lines are straight. Now, again, his glove, instead of going to the left, I'm going all the way down to a 90-degree angle on the right side. So it would look something like this. See, I got it. And then you go to your left side. And always watch where you're going if you want to create a depth. Well, a depth, I mean. And this part right here, I think sometimes I would rather just go up instead of going down, because if you go down, your lines will become crooked. So I've always preferred it to go up. So it'll look something like this. And as well as the other side, I can either go down or I can either go up. But I think I prefer to go down because I'm already done with the other side. Again, one line at a time, one stroke at a time. Okay, the hand is super easy. Just first draw the top part of the glove like I did the first one. Because I think most of the Power Rangers comic reviewers I've seen on YouTube, when I see the artists draw the Rangers, they always have their hands like this where they're jumping from college explosions or any other environment. So for this thumb, one stroke, just like this. One stroke at a time. Same for the second finger. All right, so this is going to be for the middle finger. And no, we're not flipping the birds. I had to get like super close to the. And you're probably wondering why I deleted the reaction video to the Alistair Black video because of claims that the song. What I should have did was I should have just used the library from YouTube. That way it can save me from trouble. So let's get to the leg part. I know that's what you guys have been waiting on for forever, and I'll be waiting to get on this too. And the coolest thing about being an artist is being able to draw legs. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna draw this part, and then I'm gonna go straight up. So once again, that way it'll save me some time to create a better illusion when it comes to the muscle parts from the legs. And the one thing I've learned from David Finch himself, yes, I've been watching his channel, so you guys have seen me react to his videos before. So what the one thing I've learned from David Finch is when he does his lab tutorials, he always give you some best advice of how to draw certain shapes and sizes and areas when it comes to characters like this. Now this part is really tricky because you see how crooked my lines are? That's because I didn't really focus on it. I should have stated though. So whenever you do stuff like this, always stay focused on your lines. Make sure that they're straight to the point. Now his other part of the leg is very easy. Just go over like this. Remember one stroke. You know, another thing that I noticed that there's not a whole lot of black comic book artists nowadays, and I'm willing to make sure that I break the curse, as they all say. Man, if only I had more people watching me, man, I would have been fire right now. Because I'm sitting here and drawing, and I'm teaching you guys how to do the lines, and but it's whatever though. Now this second part of the leg, I can either go up or I could go down. So I think I would rather just go down for the start because it's basically easy for me to leave room for other areas as well. So, sorry if I'm talking to myself. I'm just thinking about something. Ignore it. It's part of my disability. LOL. I think the one thing I love about drawing characters like this, when it comes to poses like this, is they all remind me of Spider-Man in my past art, um, my past drawings that I've done a long time ago. I've always able to redraw them and make them more different than usual. Cause I could just like make a video on redrawing my old art and just turning them into something more modern and more different take, and this is exactly one of the cases. Because Spider-Man is one of the easiest characters to draw when it comes to certain poses and all that. And he's one of my favorite top five superheroes of all time, so there's no denying it. Captain America doesn't count. I'm not really a fan of him, but I do respect what he does. So, I'm not even going to just. Now, for the boots, I know, my apologies. I wear this like a little late to say this stuff. When it comes to the boot, it's easy. I'm just go up as usual. But remember, one stroke at a time. Going up is really, really easy for me to get through. That's basically all it takes. Now to the other part of his legs, because his legs is going backwards. So, whatever you see your character jumping, I don't know if you guys can like whenever you see your character jumping like this, his front leg is up and his other leg is going back, which means that he's jumping from the other side of the area. And for me, whenever I'm doing stuff like this, I could just go straight right and over. So in this case, when you do legs part like this, just go up. Yeah, this is the second half of the boot. Yeah, this is it. All right, so now that we finished going over the pencil lines, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna erase all the pencil work, and then I'm gonna go straight to the shadowings and the cross hatching, including the veins. And I'm thinking about adding a weapon with the Pikachu Ranger at the end. So man. All right, so you guys know how I draw my Power Rangers. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna shade this in with the visor and make it into. Let's create this a little dot so that you gotta remember he's from dark to light area. Now, this thing right here is my new best friend. Them other markers I got, they ran out on me. So looks like this one's about to go out on me too as well, but I'm not slacking. You know, sometimes I feel like these brush markers suck because you can tell the ink is not really dark as I expected it to be, but you got to use what you got and turn it into something gold. And whenever I do something like this, it gets blacker, but when it's dry, it looks like it's straight out of a printer machine. I never noticed that in the past, but I'm the one paid for it anyway, so. And yeah, this is what I do first before I go through any other format. So I think I'm gonna use number three is probably the best for certain areas like this part of the helmet. fix the neck part. So sometimes you feel like you want to just stop recording a video or just stop the stream because you feel like your character is not going to come out the way you expect it to be. But since you guys are loyal to me, I'm gonna not do that and just continue on with it. Now you see when I first told you about the from dark to light area, this is exactly one of them. And as you guys can see what I'm doing with the back part, this is the back shadow from the bottom to light. Finally, new people. What's up, Brian? That's great. It shut down for a minute. All right, so this is what this back shadow is gonna look like. Because you guys, every comic book, you would know that each artist draws different shadows from dark to light, and this right here is one of the few pieces that I've been doing for a while. All right, so now that I'm done with the back shadows, I'm gonna go ahead and draw the shoulders, the shoulder pad. But first, I, I, you know, every time I say something, I stutter real bad, so please forgive me for this. So the veins that I was going to do, and so ugh, deep breaths, deep breaths. Shadows when it comes to vein, dark to light. So this is what the vein is actually going to look like. Now, in the past, I was terrible at drawing veins, but now that I'm able to draw it well, this is probably the best result I got, and I'm very happy for that. And it allows me to become better at my drawings, and I made sure that my characters are not meant to be played with. They're serious and they're no joke. Just saying. And you gotta take your art seriously as well if you want to become a better artist. You can't be slacking. You can't be thinking. You can't be playing with it. Art is a professional thing to do. Even though I'm not a professional artist, which I'm trying to be, I've always taken myself very seriously, and I meant that with passion. You know what I'm saying? All right, so this is what the vein actually looks like, and I'm so sick of these notifications, dude. You know, I forget. You know, just forget about the veins. I was gonna do on the shoulder, so I said forget it. Now I'm just gonna join the shoulder shadows, as they say. Now this part right here is the tricep shadow. You know what? I'm not even gonna draw a Pikachu on the side. Maybe I should, but and I was gonna draw a weapon, but I feel like it's taking up enough time to just sort it through, if you know what I mean. And believe me, when I said this, I had a perfect concept for drawing Pikachu early on, but due to how much time has been running out, I have no desire to get back on that process. But for right now, I just want to draw this Pikachu Ranger as well as this tutorial of how to draw it and how to draw certain shadows and dark to light. You know what? I'm trying to figure out where's all these notifications come from. I know it can't be coming from YouTube. As a matter of fact, this is what it looks like. So once I'm finished with all this, I'm gonna try to upload this live stream, and then I'm gonna try to download this video so I could do a time lapse version of it the best way I can. Huh. Now I think for me, when it comes to doing shadows like this, the part when he's bending his knee while jumping, yeah, it sucks doing that a lot of times. But I mean, you gotta use what you got. And I think this is looking pretty good, y'all. What you think? We got to add certain parts of it of his leg. Like I got a better idea, so I think I'm create a better illusion when it comes to shadowing. Create one just like this, because remember he's jumping from a different light area, so that way you can make sure which dark to light space that he's in. And no, I'm not gonna like draw the backgrounds either because that takes way longer. Just saying, y'all, don't be mad at me about it. Sometimes certain artists just can't make stuff, with all the backgrounds and everything. But if that's what you like, go for it. But me, I sometimes don't. But you gotta do what you gotta do. So I mean, it's not looking too bad now that you think about it. Okay, so the second part of his shoulder, I'm gonna do the same thing with the veins first. You guys know how I do it. I do not play when it comes to veins. I've always made sure they come first before anything. Same thing with the veins. This is more longer than I remember, but I'm getting it done anyway, so that's what counts. This is one. Oh, and the reason why there's no music or anything because of copyright claims. I've noticed what I was doing in the past, certain music I was playing, instead of just like doing it quietly like I'm doing now, is what I'm finna do it from now on, unless I'm watching a movie or something, though. Well, as far as Trump goes, he can go suck a rock. Because Trump is not worth talking about. So, Man, we've been streaming for hours. Good lord. I mean, good lord. Woo. I am. Don't worry. So yeah. So now that you guys seen what I've done with this character, of how to lay out the different shadows from dark to light, there are certain parts of characters like this can be very tricky. But as long as you manage to know how to know what you're doing and turning them into something gold, then you're good to go. And that's a fact. Now on to the chest part. So late one, two lines like this. That way you'll follow your lines like that, so you'll know where the shadow parts are going. I learned this technique from David Finch himself, because sometimes a lot of artists don't like really using or working with the chest areas. You ever sometimes feel like whenever you feel like you're drawing something, then you wish you would have got it done sooner? Well, this is exactly one of those times, because time is going fast, and it's past like what 8 o'clock. But I'm not gonna rush it. I'm just gonna take my time and do the best I can and make sure I get better at my time. So, and yes, this is yeah, Spencer. What you're looking at is me drawing Pikachu as a Power Ranger, and I've done this before in my first video, but this time I'm making it something different, and I'm doing a tutorial of how to, you know, color the what shadow the lines and stuff, like I just did a few hours ago. Now, this last part that I'm going to be doing with the back leg and the back muscle. All right, man. Though, I mean, you're right though. I mean, it's all about understanding what to do to certain characters when it comes to creating certain poses and where to go from there. I've struggled with this for years. This is nothing new, man. And it's funny because in the past I never liked it using micron pens because I just thought they didn't really need them because it's better to just use some pencils. But then I learned and realized that yeah, I kind of do need some pencils because or ink because you need to learn how to use these things. And I've learned these from my well while watching YouTube and other YouTubers doing it. And I created my own style and unique take on certain things. And I sometimes get compliments when it comes to doing my stuff like this, but sometimes the lack of views on my art videos don't really get support enough. So hopefully this will lead you guys with some good take on and some good tips of how to draw characters and how to add details and shadows and details at the end. And once I'm finished with this, we're gonna get straight to the cross hatching. Very funny, man. I make sure that my characters have all muscles, like never skip leg day. Because I've seen a lot of artists on YouTube that be drawing these legs like this. They sometimes always skip leg day unless they don't want to, build muscle. LOL. Yes, it is, man. Ah, my heart. Jeez. All right, so let's get to the Well, let me draw some diamond shapes of its. I forgot about this. Thanks, man. I'm gonna try to do some more in the future whenever I get a chance. Because I think I'm gonna take a break from doing reactions on my channel because sometimes it's hard to not get claimed, by some so-called companies, you know, because these copyright claims are going crazy on YouTube nowadays. And I've seen videos of YouTubers ranting about them, and I'm gonna figure out how to not to get claimed, and I just figure out myself. And whenever I react to certain videos, as long as I'm not, as long as it's not like playing, I could just use the music library from YouTube That way it could save me some trouble, like I did with the Crash Bandicoot 4 trailer that just recently did. But you guys get the point. Hey, bro, you stupid, bro. You play too much, man. Now for the fingers and the shadows, I usually just go in, but instead I'm gonna just try it a different way. So whatever you see me do stuff like this is how you do the shadows. From dark to light. This is one way of getting the shadows in. Like if you want to be a comic book artist, you have to know where the shadows go at. And I haven't really drawn the buildings yet because I don't like drawing the backgrounds. But unless I'm doing a very important commission, then yeah, I would. It seemed like it, but like I said, I'm gonna try my best to use certain music for my YouTube channel because I have a gut feeling the music that I'm gonna be choosing for this time lapse version of this drawing that I'm doing. We all know I'm gonna get claimed, so I know how YouTube is because their copyright system sucks. It's draining the life out of creators like us. You know what I'm saying? You're the only one. A lot of us need to slow down on this copyright stuff because it's getting harder for other YouTubers to enjoy making content. Because I'm not the only one going through this though. I've been going through this for the past 5 years, and it sucks. Trust me, it is not easy being a YouTuber though. Like straight up, if you ask any YouTuber, they'll tell you the exact same thing. Because we're all going through it, bro. It's not easy, man. Thanks, man. You should check out the some Mortal Kombat drawings I did. I did one with Scorpion. I did one with Raiden, and I was gonna do Liu Kang, but I ran out of steam. I wasn't able to do it. So, all right, y'all. So now we're gonna get to the cross action. I know you guys have been waiting for this all day. Trust me, I've been waiting too. Yeah. So I'm gonna show you guys how I cross hatch when it comes to the thighs. So this is what it looks like right here. I mean, you can just draw as many cross hatching as you want. It's whatever you choose. It's your style. So I'm not gonna front. Like I said, man, you can't skip leg day. You cannot skip leg day. Even when you're working out or drawing comics, do not skip leg day because you don't want people to think you're a chicken. Get them French fries legs. Sometimes when you alone, it's hard not to talk to yourself, but I'm having one of these moments though. But at least you guys are with me though, so that lets me know that I'm not alone. You guys are being supportive. The next time I do streams, I'm just gonna like wait until all of the notifications pop up so that I won't be caught up in this crap. Cause I'm getting sick of this. Oh, really? Got to look into that in the future. Now, this is one of my favorite parts, cross hatching. Now, this is the way I do things. I've always want to go start from the top to the bottom, but instead, I think I'm gonna go from. I'm not sure, so I think I'm gonna go start from the bottom. And whenever you do stuff like this, make sure you follow your lines as well. Now, for the boost part, this is really tricky because of the way I cross hatch. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start from the bottom, from the right side, so that way it can easily save me some trouble by going all the way up to the right. And I'm gonna do it the easy way. Now, when I do something like this, I've always start from the right side going on to the left side. And the way I just did it, I've always made sure I stay within the lines and I follow my lines. Now, as for the shoulder part, what I'm doing right now is I'm going starting from the top and getting all the way from the bottom. I don't want it. The same goes for this part. So sometimes whenever you do cross hatching, I've always done things differently. Like if I cross hatch from started from the top all the way to the bottom, go from the bottom all the way to the top. And for this area right here, what I'm doing is I am going to be starting from the bottom all the way to the top for this small area. And for the shoulder part, once again, starting from the bottom all the way to the top. I know it sounds like a Drake song, but it's just my way of getting stuff done. Knowing where the area where you want to go with them, and figure out a way to make them more successful, as they say. All right. So for the shoulder part, where his tricep is, I'm gonna go all the way up from the bottom. I mean from the top, go all the way down. Add some details over this. Now on to the leg, bottom from top. If I did this in a regular video, I would speed this up to the max. If I did it in a normal version, because right now, it's gonna be past 9 o'clock, but I don't care. As long as I'm getting it done, I'm teaching y'all. You know, that's really all that matters. So last but not least, we're gonna finish off with the mouthpiece. Y'all be killing me with these crazy comments, man. Dude, I think it's time for you to get off the stream, man, cause you over here talking about some only hill you draw is Donald Trump. Get out of here. As a matter of fact, and any of y'all seen this comment from Trump and Scheme, delete him and block him. Like I'm dead serious, dude. I believe Sonic will win because he's 10 times faster. Spider-Man is a good character, but I think Sonic will win. But y'all, seriously though, if you see account name Trump is King, delete him and delete and ban him from my stream. because he's trying to, try to act like, Trump is his hero. No. I'm almost done, y'all. Just finish up this cross hatching. Then I'm gonna draw Pikachu behind a Power Ranger based on him. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. All right, y'all. The final finale is I'm gonna draw Pikachu, and I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'm just gonna draw him with a pose. I mean, hopefully it comes out right. Just what it is not looking right. Man, don't even pay these haters no mind. Just do what you gotta do. All right, y'all. So now that I got Pikachu on, I'm right behind him. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do like I did before. I'm gonna carefully stroke the lines in. Oh shoot, guys. Unfortunately, I have to end this live stream, but hopefully you will enjoy this tutorial, and I'm gonna try to download this full version so that I can turn this into a time lapse. And I thank y'all for watching and tuning in and chatting with me. And to all of my new subscribers who are just tuning in on my channel, make sure you do so. And yes,